Hey, what's up guys? Today we're just gonna do a quick guide of one of the new expansion decks, which is Treasure Sword or Loot Sword. So yeah, for those who are fans of my in-depth guides, they will be coming in about a week or so. It's day one, so for now we're just gonna do a quick guide on one of the new decks. I'm choosing Sword because I pulled 3 Sinceros, and yeah. So for those who are fans of my content, please consider like, comment, subscribing if you enjoy. And yeah, also consider checking out the stream, link down below. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So for those who don't know, the new archetype is based around Sincero and all the treasure cards supporting him. So he can fuse the loot cards. And when you fuse the 4 different loot cards, basically he deals 4 to all enemies, including the enemy leader, which is face damage. And yeah, his Sivo does that again, so in total you get pretty much 8 face damage, and it's pretty much a board clear. So for those who thought Gildaria was broken, this is Gildaria, but it also hits face, so yeah, it's a really good card. So the deck building's pretty easy. We are missing cards because I'm not crafting yet. So we're missing an Octress, but normally you would run 3 of the Returning Slash and then 3 Octress. Just keep that in mind. I would probably drop 1 Zirconia, 1 Amelia if I had to like drop something right now. So yeah, keep that in mind. I will leave the good deck with, I won't leave this deck in the description. I'll leave the deck with the 3 Octress and the 3 Returning Slash in the description below. So yeah, mulligan wise, we want to keep pretty much our early units. Octress is a really good keep, and we want to keep Sincero because it's like he kind of just comes as the deck. And what makes this deck really different from mid-range Sword is this deck actually doesn't care about board as much as mid-range Sword, right? So mid-range Sword, you really want to control the board, and that's how you're going to win the game. This deck, we have a lot of face damage with Sincero, as well as storm followers like Albert Odin, as well as the quick blader and the treasure. You can make a blade, that's 1 damage, right? So we have a lot of face damage. Octress as well. Octress is really key here. She creates especially if you play early, you can easily get this 1 mana card that deals 4 damage, pretty much to face, as long as nothing else is on the field. So you really want to try and make sure that goes into face, if possible. So yeah, that's about it. You just play your early cards to get the treasure, fuse them into Sincero, try to do face damage, and end them with Storm. But yeah, you care a lot about about the face damage in this list instead of board. But you'll see what I mean. Let's just get into the replays. Alright, I found a decent one here against Dragon. Ignore the ratings. I'm Ruby now. It took me like pretty low amount of games to get Ruby. But yeah, I went on a huge winning streak. So we're just gonna play the quick blader here. Sometimes you want to save the quick blader for the Zirconia turn. We end up just going for, especially in the Dragon matchup, this guy can like hit for 3 a lot, so yeah, he's already hit for 2, so. And then we just play our 2 drop down. He trades with the Orca, that's fine. Yeah, here we just Lance Trooper. Pretty standard, play our 1 drop. And yeah, we're kind of chilling here. Just waiting on the Zirconia. He ends up not clearing, so well, we can't really Zirconia this turn, so I think, yeah, we just pop this, and then I believe we play this and fuse because that clears. Yes? Yeah, we end up playing this, and then you fuse something. This card's really good. It's a free clear, or free 3 damage, which is a clear on this board, right? Yeah, set a Divine Thunder to punish. And I believe we just Zirconia here, and we cycle the Returning Slash. So Returning Slash is like, you don't always have to feel pressure to get max value off of this card. sometimes it's good to just cycle it. So we Zirconia, because I think it's like my only pressure here. I should have returning slashed first in case I wanted to do something else. But it ends up working out, and then we get a fuse here. Just to prevent overdrawing. And buff up our Sincero. So he plays the Draconic Strike, and then he trades his Lee, which I'm very okay with. And here, we're gonna fuse again, and then we're going to cycle to see if we can get a better play. Because right now our best player is just the 2/2 drops. So we're gonna cycle this. We get a Zirconia, pretty nice. I end up not going for the Zirconia, and we just play out our 2/2 drops to see if we can maybe get a better Zirconia down the line. Alright, Draconic Strike. So, here we could either Zirconia and Evo or play this. I think I just, yeah, I fuse, and then Zirconia Evo. Makes sense to me. Yep, and I end up just using one of the blades just to hit him face. And we have four parts fuse for Sincero, right? So he's already hitting for 8. Keep that in mind. Yep, so here I calculate, okay, I believe if I Sevel this, he's pretty much in Sincero lethal range, especially with the Gilded Blade. So I Sevel this, I think I give it boots. I should give it boots. Okay, I don't give it boots, but I should have given it boots. It's just a misplay on my part to not do it. I could have even given it double boots as well, but I didn't. And here, I think he realized he's dead to Sincero, and he gives up. If he can't clear my board, he's dead to Sincero, and that's about it. Alright, sorry guys, I'm looking through the matches, a lot of them are just stops. So we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, we're against Rune. Mulligan the Odin, Mulligan the Slash, just keep the early followers. It is fine. Yep, we're just gonna pass here, makes sense. And then last Trooper. Pretty simple, I would say, pretty straightforward our turns. You guys can see like this deck will end games a lot faster than the other sword. We draw Octris, which is great here. Amazing card here. Like, you don't need to Evo Octris. Just having this is just amazing. Like, getting the crest countdown is crazy. Alright, so he's doing some rune things. I believe I just played this and then fuse to Sincero to clear, right? Yes, so we're gonna Evo this for damage, and as well as get some stuff. Oh, I do a different clear. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I mean, I don't think this is a bad line either. So, this is more damage, so I might be correct. But, we cycle the card with the fuse, and then we quick blader, swing, Land Trooper. And he's down to 11. Okay, looks like he's gonna Evo the Burgent, which isn't that clean. It doesn't even clear our whole board. Especially if we had a Zirconia here, it would be absolutely disgusting value. So here, and we have a lot of good plays. We can probably blade this, and then Evo something and go face, or we can play this plus quick blader, fuse, which I think I end up doing. Yep, that makes sense. So you fuse the Sincero. Use one of the artifacts. As you can see, you can view which one you need, or which one he has already. So he has to play it. And he's down to 6 already, which is bad for him because Sincero does 8 on Super Evo, right? But like I said, I looked through all my games, like a lot of them are just stomps. Yep, so he ends up healing, is pretty key for him. We could just probably Albert Sivo and go face with boots. I think I just fuse everything. And then yeah, I just Albert Sivo face. I guess we don't need the boots here, because boots does more damage on Sincero, because it's +2 damage. We just Sivo, go face, and we coin this out just for more gear, more loot. And it's just game. So we Albert first, and we don't Sincero because, you know, if he has a ward, then Sincero's better on the next turn than Albert. And it's pretty much game here. Like Sincero just wins the game. He does 8 damage. Yeah. I mean, he would have had to Norman heal 8, but he didn't, so. He's Sincero, and that's just game. Yeah, you can see how fast this deck just ends games, which is why I think it's better, right? And lastly, you have one of my replays against Abyss. I actually don't know which one this was. Most of them are pretty decent. I decided to just full keep this hand. If I didn't like have enough early drops, I would have mulliganed the Zirconia away. So yeah, pretty simple. Just click later here. And I think this is aggro. Like, you can tell if it's the Mode Abyss because they will have the faith symbol on the top right. So you can pretty quickly tell if it's aggro or not. And a lot of people are playing aggro right now because like they're trying to climb fast. That's just how it works in card games. Alright, we get a swing in, we get the Octris down. We're gonna Zirconia next turn. Everything's looking good. Yep. This is bad for him. You know it's bad for the aggro deck when they have to trade, right? You know it's bad for the aggro deck. Yep, here I Zirconia, Evo, and then just swing. Pretty simple decisions. I mean, sometimes this deck struggles without Sincero, but it just ends games so fast sometimes. Like, kind of crazy. Alright, so here we just, yeah, coin the balls out. There's pretty much two options. It's this plus this, sack my Zirconia, or just coin false. This is always a cleaner option. I might have been able to evo this, but I didn't want to risk the second art off here. Yep. So he's healing up with the bats. We do have the Zirconia. Plus, Lance Trooper is crazy here. Like, Lance Trooper was a crazy out. I think the Lance Trooper draw there just won me the game. Man, this replay just looks like I'm just playing mid-range short, but pretty much. With like the Octris Crest in the bottom left. That's the only difference. Yeah, he's forced to Sivo the Gravy here. But I think this deck just does pretty well into aggro in general. To be honest. Like, I don't think aggro Abyss is that great into this. So this is kind of what you would expect. And we have the Odin, and he's dead. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll try to get you guys better replays next time, but if you want to watch more games, check out the VODs down below the stream. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I will get that in-depth guide out, hopefully as soon as possible, whenever the meta is more defined and I can actually learn the matchups. So, yep, look forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.